Okay, I believe I'm live. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Jessa let me know that you were interested in seeing some pieces for your style session, and so I'm happy to do that for you. I kind of popped in here on a Saturday to shoot some videos. So, since it's you, and I know that you're a pair, I thought it would just be beneficial if I went ahead and did the old route to putting on the black essential tank and sharing these pieces with you by just popping them on for you quick. Of course, you already know that I'm 5'10" and that kind of thing, a little bit different, you know, than your shape, but I think it just helps you visualize what the pieces can look like when they are on a body, so I'm happy to do that for you. All right, so I'll go ahead and get started. Oh, and your VIP gift for this month is half off a piece, so you can go ahead and pick which one you'd like for that. And then as you're watching this video, a quick tip is to go ahead and pause the video, screenshot it if it's something that you like, and that's how you can serve us back pictures and we can easily communicate on which pieces that you like so I can invoice you for them. Okay? So first piece that I really think that you'd enjoy is this number right here. It's a longer tunic style, and if I'm looking off to the side, I'm checking to make sure you can see the whole thing in the video. So go ahead and pop this one on for you. I love it because it's got both cool and warm tones going on. The color tone of itself is almost a navy, but with a purple undertone. So it's really pretty, and just the kind of artistic detail that we have going on up top too is really fun. So, and it's got a 3/4 sleeve, so it's one of those pieces you could easily wear around the holidays and not get too warm if you're going to a place or an event where it's going to be a lot of people and really warm. It's got a nice graze to it for a pair, so as you can see it's going in and then out again on my natural waist. This particular piece we only have left in the size large, and this is the large. Okay, so typically for my sizing, just so you can compare, typically on my pant size I'm a 9, sometimes a 7, and then for my tops I'm typically a medium but sometimes a small. Okay, so that's why maybe it looks a little bit roomy on me, and that kind of thing. Measurements, you could also go ahead and compare my measurements to yours. That sometimes helps too. I'm like a 27 at my natural waist, and then I am a 41, I believe, around the widest part of my hip. Okay? So these pieces might be a little bit generous for me, but they're going to fit wonderful on you as far as how I understood your sizing and shape before. So correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I think it's going to work well. So this is great because you can do a cuff like this, and it brings out that salmon color that's up in here, and I love the tangerine in this piece as well. It hits about mid-thigh for me, meaning it'll probably hit about right at your knee to go ahead and use. It's almost, it would be more like a dress, which is great because then you could do tights with it if you want to, excuse me, or you could do leggings with it. And then go ahead and do a booty on the bottom, like in a chestnut color or a gray or a black, and it would be perfection. So for a necklace for this piece, I'd recommend doing something like this, maybe a mixed medium metals, so it's not interfering with any of the color tone, but you still have a nice touch right up here. This one is $46, this necklace and earring set in the mixed metals. Okay, so there you go, there's the first one. And this one is called the Vermont Tunic Sweater. It's $74. Okay, next piece that I'm going to go ahead and pop on for you is this raspberry top. And I can imagine you wear this with a higher waisted jean, okay, and it's a lovely piece, or ponte pant. This is the Sarah Swoop top, and it's $48. The detail on this though is fantastic. Let me share with you what's so neat about this one. This is a large in this sizing. All right, now keep in mind I'm taller than you, so it's going to hit, you know, just a little bit, probably right at your natural midriff. It's a little high for me, but that means it's going to work beautiful for you. And we have a nice generous sleeve right here, which is wonderful because this is a chiffon piece. It doesn't have the stretch, but you're going to be able to move in it. The swoop up top is just wonderful with these pleat detail, and check out the back. This is what I'm super excited about. So the you know, this just really helps, doesn't it? It helps to go in for us pairs because then our body shape isn't really getting lost within the piece. I could see this looking really beautiful on you. It's deep, it's a rich kind of almost mix of a raspberry and salmon. It's just lovely. A necklace idea that you could pair with this one. This one's kind of bold, but I love it. It's a gray and kind of dusty plum mix, and it has a lot of fun details, the beading, the feather, the tassel, and then the collar style necklace that has some shimmer right up top there too, and it just fits right in there just perfectly right in that center, and you just wear it over a black essential tank. So I love that combination. This necklace is $48. Okay, go ahead and pull this one off. Looks so graceful when I do that, I'm sure of it. And the next piece is a duo that I want to share with you, which is so fun. So this is and maybe you have a couple of these cotton tops, but turquoise and lime top. This one happens to be in the size 1X because they tend to run a little small. And so I actually went up to the large on this piece, and so I think you might want the 1X. And then this lovely vest goes on top. Oh, it's so pretty. Of course, with the vest, you could do it over a, just over a solid colored top or a stripe and that kind of thing. But if you want to have some fun with it and pop it over this type of a top, you can do that as well. So as you can see, these are great for pairs because it goes in at the waist and then has a little bit of openness down there at the hip. And I know that you're a size 13 on the bottom, and I think that would be perfect for this particular piece. And then you go ahead and play around with the sleeve a little bit. It's got a roll tab, so you can go ahead and do that. It's an open style, so it's really got a lot of movement in there, so it's not going to be restricting. And then we go ahead and pop on. This is the Winter Wonderland vest, and it is $62, and it is just so much fun. I went ahead and grabbed in this one the medium for you because I think in vests, if you're like me, I actually choose to go down a size typically in vests because I don't need much room and everything in the vest for my waist. And especially if the vest is going to hit above hip, I don't need to worry about it as much that way too. So if you're like me, this is the medium, okay? And you know, it's got that space, as you can see, that I think that you would appreciate, and a little bit of room right up here in the front as well. So I think the medium would be good for you in this particular piece. But what do you think about this little combination? Isn't it fun? This is how you kind of can mix and match some things. Now let me share with you what it would look like if it was just over a solid too, and let the vest be the standout piece. That works as well. Go ahead and grab the next item. Is this snowy top. It's so soft, really wonderful seam detail across the back, which lends to a great shape. And it's a lightweight sweater, so you would still wear a tank underneath it, but it's it's breathable. You know, it's not too stuffy. And it's got a little scoop front. And there we go. So this is, I believe, the medium in this top, and it still has some give. I could wear the small, and so I think the medium on this top would be good for you. It's still got some give right here at the hip if you need that. And then let me show you the vest with this then. There we go, and I have on just a black pant today, and I think the combination just looks really nice together. There we go, and then I pulled aside a fun necklace that I think you might like to go with this outfit, and this is a tassel style with watercolor. This is $38, and it's got a lot of like watercolor and petal is now in, but the cobalt blue is just gorgeous right there in the bottom of it too. So we go ahead and put that into the mix. And there you go. We've got it. Like that. Isn't that fun? With a black pant. Speaking of black pants, we have these Aphrodite pants in the high rise, like you and I both really love. These in particular are a dressier pant, and they do not have the pockets on the back, which is good because sometimes, you know, you put on a pant and if you're wearing a tunic or something and you can see the outlines of your back pockets, that's kind of a strange feeling. But it's still a pant, okay? So you can still wear it, especially these pieces. You could wear it with these pieces because they're gonna hit even longer on you than they are on me. They're gonna go to the bottom of your bum. And so it's gonna be a beautiful thing. But if you do have tunics that you've been wanting a sleek black pant with, these are your jam. I love them. I pull them out and wear them more often actually than I do my ones with a pocket. So there's that. I just want to share that with you because that would look wonderful with this whole look. All right, next is this sweater. And I think the color tone on this icy color tone, I think would be really nice on you. I think it could be really fun. And this sweater is actually like flying out of here specifically for pairs because the body does do a little bit of a hug around the middle, which we pairs don't mind, but the apples find difficult to manage. So let me go ahead and pop this one on. This is in a size large then, and I think that would be the sizing that you would want. Looks great with just a black pair of pants or a darker denim to offset. The lighter denims can kind of fight with this icy blue. But on you too, I really think that you can pull it off with a legging because it's gonna hit below your bum and that kind of thing. Play around with the cowl a little bit, and it's just a really easy piece. It's just a statement sweater, that kind of thing. You don't need much with it if you want to just keep it to the icy. If you do want to accessorize and you're thinking probably, yeah, show me some accessorizing, this is a great piece. So this is a necklace that is in that dusty rose color tone, which I've seen you wearing the dusty roses and the lilacs and that kind of thing. Looks wonderful with this piece. So you can go ahead and do that. This one is actually a two-tiered necklace, so that's pretty cool. The inside, this would probably fit inside the cowl and rest in there, and then this would be hanging outside of it, but you could imagine how many other pieces you could wear this with, where you could actually have the two resting outside too. That would work. And of course, you could do the cobalt blue if you really were digging that one with this as well, because that's just fabulous too. Do you see how it pulls out in the necklace? There's so many color tones in here. You've got all your neutrals, your olives, your fuchsias, even over here into your rust and everything. So that's the beauty of these petal style necklaces. They really have a lot of color tones you can play around with. Let me show you one more thing that you could accessorize with this particular sweater, and that's this vest. This vest is wonderful too. It's the Wonderland vest. It's $64. I went ahead and grabbed a medium and again in this one to test out for you. And I'm gonna make sure this is correct in here. Look in the mirror a little bit. There we go. Get it just right. And this is one of my favorite pieces. I say that for a lot of things because we picked it out. But the detail on this particular piece, this one would be far long enough for you to go ahead and rock with leggings. And so I think it would almost hit like almost above the knee for you, and then wear like a little wedge booty and you'll be all set to elongate a little bit with a longer piece like this. But it's a soft sweatshirt style material, but it has this gorgeous kind of alpaca style right up here. And even though this is more of like a taupey tone and maybe you don't wear that as much, when you pair it over things like this, and this is the buffer, like we talk about, within that, you're gonna be just, it's gonna be beautiful together. Oh, it's so cozy. This outfit right now is just everything. I love it. I love it, love it. Another thing that Jessa told me that you wanted would be the Merlot pant in the Aphrodite. Perfect choice, love them. You could imagine that you could go ahead and wear a striped top underneath this sweater and then do the Merlot pant on the bottom. So cute, such a cute outfit. So that would be a wonderful choice as well. Or you could do this piece underneath the vest as well and wear that with the Merlot pant. That would be a wonderful combination, just to do your neutrals up top and let the Merlot pant be the pop of color. Bring it all together with that necklace, because yes, there's Merlot in the necklace too, and you'd be all set. So, oh, this is so fun. I could travel in this piece. That's how cozy it is. I always look for cozy pieces because I'm the cold girl at the airport or in the car. I just am. So, last thing that I have to share with you is a Hattie Mae cardigan that is in the cobalt blue color. And I'm not sure, you might already have this one, but I just wanted to share it with you because, you know, looking at your coloring and everything, how you go ahead and put some of those warm tones in your hair, and you kind of, you know, play around with that a little bit. This cobalt blue is just a power color, I think for you, because, and do you have, I think you might have brown eyes, if I remember. But either way, really the thing that stands out most is the kind of caramel color that you have in your hair could lend very well to this. Now this one happens to be an extra large in sizing, but it doesn't really run extra large. The Hattie Mae kind of has some leeway, and sometimes we get different runs in and they run a little bit smaller or a little bit larger, and so we kind of understand and know which ones they are. But this is this piece. So as you can see, it's not that generous, especially if I'm, you know, typically a medium or a small. So it's really not that generous. But yeah, it's just a gorgeous color tone. You could wear this with the black pant and the really soft top underneath, and then go ahead and put the necklace on top. That would really pull it all together. Yeah, I'm just a super fan of this necklace for you, if you can't tell, because I think you would get a lot of use out of it. But that would be a fantastic outfit for you to go ahead and pull together for this piece as well. Hattie Mae cardigans, it's like my go-to when I'm like at a loss for what to wear, and I know my closet is pretty expansive, but it's a go-to, absolutely. I have one in mustard, I have one in cobalt, I have one in gray. So that's been great. All right, I think that's about it that I have for you, Debbie. Like I said, go ahead and screenshot anything, or if you caught the names of the things, you can text them back too, and then I'll go ahead and create an invoice for you, and then let me know also which piece you'd like half off for VIP this month. So I appreciate you, Debbie, and hopefully you're having a wonderful holiday season and a Merry Christmas. God bless you. We'll talk to you later.